Hey everyone, welcome to What's Up Wednesday. It's Sandy, and I am doing an art journal page today. So if you look at this page, it has a letter that I found going through my old stuff when I'm doing my Me Monday. I found a letter that me and a good friend wrote. Well, she wrote it to me while we were in college. And anyways, so I didn't want to throw the letter away, but it didn't have anything important in it. So I just used it as if it was a dictionary page, and I ripped it up and I glued it down with some matte medium. And now I'm applying some gesso on top of it because I didn't want all the text to show. I just wanted something for background. And so that's all I'm doing right now is applying some gesso because I know I want to use gelatos on this. So I'm just putting it on, and then the extra gesso that I have, I'm putting it on that index card because I am doing that index card today, although I fell a little behind when I was on vacation. So I will be posting those this week, catching up. So I'm just going to put that on and set it aside. And then after the gesso has dried, I go ahead and I start pulling out my gelatos, and I'm going through just kind of picking which ones I want. And I go for lighter colors. I go for like a peach, which I think is called mango, pink, a really light pink, a light yellow, and a light gray. I'm sorry, I don't have them in front of me, so I don't know the names of them. But anyways, I'm just putting it down, and then I'm using that wet wipe to kind of wet my fingers and smudge the gelatos around. I've just seen people do that in other videos, and it seems to work really well. So that's all I'm doing here is just kind of smearing the colors in and making sure I have everything covered that I want. And I'm sorry, I was talking to Lisa as I was doing this too, so that's why I have my phone right there, and we were talking back and forth. I think we had just found out that 2Ps had closed today, or you know, they're closing and everything's on clearance and stuff. So we were just talking back and forth because that's such shocking news. It's just so sudden. But anyway, so we were just talking back and forth and about that. And then let's see, I'm liking the way the colors that I picked so far are coming out. And then let's see, I know little hands are gonna come in. Oh, sorry, that was my husband. He's like, you're not recording anything. And I was like, yes I am, and I pulled it down. Well, then Miss Gabby was like, I want to put a heart down. So she picked her own gelato and she drew a heart, and there she is coloring it in. And yeah, there we go. And then she was like, I don't like it. It doesn't look like a heart. So I was fixing it for her. I was putting more, like making it look more like a heart for her. And she was happy with the way it ended up being. And it stayed in there. So I like it. That was cute that she did that. I just had to kind of fix it for her because that gelato, even though you can like paint with it, it's not like super fine, so you can't draw. Like she was coloring in and she was pushing it down and she was coloring outside of her heart. So but now she was happy that I fixed it for her. And let's see, I'm sorry if you hear the girls in the background, they're playing in my room. And then let's see, I'm going through my stamps because I'm not sure what I want to do on my page. But I did today while I was working and stuff, and just on break and things like that, I was like, I really want to learn how to draw faces, but I never practice it. So I had a scratch piece of paper, and I would try and draw a face every, so often throughout the day. And so then I ended up ripping those faces out of that scratch piece of paper, and I'm going to end up using them right here. So right now I'm just finding something for some background texture on it. And first I go with the stamp, and I'm using a Pitt pen to put it on, but all it's doing is smudging really easy, so I don't stick with that. I think I end up smearing those out actually because it doesn't dry. And then I put that stamp away, and then let's see what else I'm gonna do. I believe I finally decide to go ahead and sorry, let's see. Oh, so I get the molding paste and things out. So I get some stencils out and the molding paste, and I put that down, And I really like the way those came out. It adds so much texture to it. I get the, or not molding paste, I'm sorry, it's called molding cream, and it's by Inka Gold, and oh, I love that stuff. It's so creamy and so pretty, and I got it on clearance at Hobby Lobby for like $2. I wish they had more colors, but that's the only two that they had, and I love it. It's molding cream, so creamy, so neat, and it dries super fast as long as you don't put it on really thick. So there we go. I get that start, whatever that is right there, like a burst of something, and I go ahead and I add some gold, because I did add some silver, but I wanted to add gold as well. So then I let that dry, and while it's doing that, I'm just trying to use up what I have, and I decided I want some of this on that iCAD card too. So there we go. So here's, okay, my faces are funny, mind you. I don't know how to draw faces, but I wanted to learn, so the only way I can learn is if I practice. So this is the biggest one that I drew today. And the thing is, I used a ink pen. I forget what kind, but it's going to start smearing when I put this on. But that's okay. I still keep going with it. So that face makes me laugh so much because look at, she's wearing a crown, and I put Queen for the day, and she, look at her mouth. She looks like she's like, whatever. Because, and then Isabel's like, Mom. And see, as I'm putting it down, you can see where it's smudging. And I was like, well, she knows she's really not going to be queen for the day. She still has to do laundry, work, take care of the kids, cook. So she's not that excited about it. So anyways, I thought that was funny. So I'm just gluing her down with matte medium. And it is smearing, but I don't care. I just think it's still fun. So I'm trying my best not to let it smear so much, but it does. So, but you can still see what it is. It doesn't smear too terribly, but it does. So I'm just trying to put a little bit down at a time and trying to work with it slowly and see what I can do. So there we go. And then I had maybe 6 or 7 other faces as well, and I'm going to go ahead and put some of them on the other page as well. And then I use a stamp from a Unity stamp on there, and I'm just letting you know because it's going to stop filming and I run out of space, but you have some still shots coming up in the end. And here we go. Let's see. So there we go. See how it says Queen for the day. And I used another stamp just for some texture. It looks like that chicken wire kind of stuff. And I use like a splatter stamp. Anyway, so that's just me showing you some close-ups of the pictures. Look at the faces, crack me up. But I like that saying, I am more than what you see. So I had some half faces, and I put those on there. So I like the way my page came out. It just made me laugh because these faces, they make me smile. And I put some black archival ink around all the corners as well. So here's some still frames, and if you have any questions, just let me know, and I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.